Rach is adding 2 touchdowns of her own to your game day menu.
Touchdown!
She's a celebrity chef, TV host, and author. Rachael Ray's answering your cooking and recipe questions this morning.
She joins us live from New York City. Good morning, Rachel. Good to talk to you again.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hi.
I'm going to come out your way. We're going to be together right around Valentine's. I think we're on the 16th or something.
On the
That's
16th,
great.
she's coming here, and I have a feeling she can remake recipes because I got a lot of bad ones, Larry. And well, maybe I have a few tips for her too.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you what your job, Rachel, but you know. We'll see.
No, I love tips. I'll take it. We can do a swap. It'll be like a swap meet. Start making your list now, Robin.
All right. Well, we want to talk about some Super Bowl recipe playoff.
Oh, yeah, today, well, your own Prince Amukamara is on. He's making a really nice, slightly sweet and salty wing. All the guys are making wings. We've got from my team, the Jets, we got Nick Mangold. He's making 3 different wings on one plate. And we have Randall Cobb of the Packers. He's doing a Chipotle honey wing. And we've got the official chef of Super Bowl 52, Andrew Zimmern, judging. It is hilarious. All the wings were phenomenal. I'm partial to my wings. If you guys want to make wings this weekend, I highly recommend what we make at our house. My whiskey wings, they sit in bourbon all weekend. Ooh. And then when they come out of the oven, you toss them with more bourbon and Frank's Red Hot, garlic butter, Worcestershire, a little smoked blue cheese on top. They're crazy. And in the show today, you guys, we make, if you're rooting for the Eagles, we're making a chicken Philly, and it's served up with these super crispy parm-crusted fingerling fries that are just crazy.
All right.
Well,
really good, the food.
Whenever people hear you're coming on, they have questions for you. So let's get to a couple of them. Laura says, what are some go-to foods for dinner when you have young kids? She's like, I know chicken nuggets, hot dogs, and pizza, but she's obviously sick of those.
Well, you know what? I think instead of going with chicken nuggets, whenever the chicken breasts go on sale, I like to bring them home, you butterfly them open, pound it out a little, and just flash serum in a pan. You can pop them in the freezer already par cooked, and you can use those as literally pizza shells, for instance. You can put a little tomato sauce or fresh tomato and mozzarella on it, bake it in the oven. Instead of putting it on a crust, it's on a nice salty piece of chicken. You can slice it up and toss it with taco sauce and put it into tacos, soft tacos or hard shell tacos. Like, it's just a really great go-to instead of a chicken nugget. And it's got a lot more nutrition in it, so it's a high protein, very low fat food. And anytime you make a soup, a stew, or spaghetti sauce, or meatballs, or mini meatballs, make a double batch, and again, cool it to room temp, put it in a plastic food storage bag, and freeze it, so you're making meals ahead that you know the kids love. If there's a soup they love or a stew that they love, just double that batch. Even if you have to cook it in 2 pots. Some people don't make double batches because their pot size is too small. Just put 2 pots next to each other and make a double batch.
That's a good idea. Okay,
Whatever your kids love to eat, you might as well make it twice.
Yeah,
exactly.
right. This one is from Julie. She says, my husband is on a no pasta kick, so what do you use as an alternative? I was thinking spiraling zucchini.
Spiraling zucchini is a very trendy, cool thing. You know, for me, if it's a starch, I'd still want a starch. If he's cutting back on pasta, I would go with a whole grain, you know, like a brown rice, or quinoa is very popular. It's actually germ, not a grain. Polenta is corn. You know, I'm the wrong person to ask.
I am with you. I am with you. Don't take my starch.
I know, don't take my pasta completely away. It makes me nervous. But I do cook for a ton of friends who are gluten-free, and there's a million options now for that. Anything based in corn and rice. I would still need some starch. I'm sorry, but you'd have to give him at least brown rice in my book.
Okay, and Mitzi says, can you use an oven-roasted chicken to make homemade chicken soup? Well, I would think yes, right?
She can make a quick version. Yeah, I assume she means a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
Of course, if you take any veggies and just chop them up quickly, carrot, celery, onion are your usual suspects. You can throw leeks in there. And you can just pull apart and shred the store-bought chicken. The reason you make your own homemade soups, even if it's got to be quick cooking and you're using stock in a box or chicken broth from a box, is that you can bump up the nutritional value. You can use more of the vegetables than you're going to get in a canned product, and they're not cooked out so much, you know. You can have the carrots still have a little bit of a bite to them. And you can make it a vegetable chicken soup instead of just a chicken noodle soup with a little bit of sweet carrot in it. You can go nuts. You know, this time of year you can use zucchini mixed in with your veggies and put in very little amount of pasta or extra pasta, however you like. You know, the egg noodle, or we use broken spaghetti in my family. We like to take little bits of leftover pastas when you don't make the whole box. You crush them up and throw those in our soup.
One real quick question. People are talking about that Instapot. It's like a pressure cooker. What do you think about that? Have you tried it?
Yeah, I love it, actually. We just had a friend of mine, Melissa Clark from the Times, come on working with one of those. I think it's a brilliant product. You know, I work in very tiny kitchens in New York. Our apartment kitchen, I can touch both sides if I stick my arms straight out. And up in the country, of course, a little tiny kitchen in the cabin. So I'm a hard sell on things that take up a lot of counter space, but what I love about those new super cookers is that they do so many things. You can use them as a slow cooker or a pressure cooker. They do a lot, you know, or just a perfect rice cooker. Yeah, you get more than one use out of it. That's kind of my criteria for something that you might want to think about buying for the kitchen.
Well, that's awesome. Rachel, it's always great to talk to you. We're excited to have you in studio with us on February 16th for the Fix My Recipe segment. You can go to our Facebook page and tell us about a recipe that you can't get to work, and Rachel says she'll fix it when she's
here.
Make
your own list too, Robin. We'll
I have a long list. It's only a 6-hour show, so I don't know. But she has lots of stuff coming up on her show in February, too. So Rachel on right after our show at 10 o'clock. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Rachel.
See you guys soon. Bye-bye.
All right.
All right. Let's take a look at some stories.